Welcome into SportsCenter Coast to Coast. When we found out that Cari and the LA crew were coming to Bristol for 3 days, this was the scene. There was hugging, there was jubilation in the show pod, and we start the show with a hugging spot.
He hates when I do that. We listen,
sure do.
But it's okay. It's a celebration. I'm here in LA. I mean, no, I'm actually in Bristol. I wish I was in LA. I appreciate you so much for having me, but there's a lot to get to. I guess we have some breaking news, right?
Let's go.
Gotta do it. Coast to coast of Marcus Spears. He is our analyst. He's gonna break it down. So Spears will break all of this down. I need to know if you think right away Jalen Ramsey is somebody that immediately changes their roster and makes a huge impact.
No doubt, no doubt. A top cornerback in the
Super Bowl pick. I heard you say that earlier. They're not going to the Super Bowl, but they feel better.
A lot better.
All right, let's talk about Jacksonville. How'd they make out in this deal?
We don't know yet, Cari. Because, look, we get enamored with these draft picks, right? We saw John Gruden and the Oakland Raiders do it. We see Miami doing it. You don't know.
Marcus Spears,
yeah, TBD.
Thank you, my friend.
I can't believe you're here.
I know.
I'm still freaking.
So LeBron James with neutral comments after his first words on China went viral. Now he says he hopes the tension between China and the NBA will subside soon, and he doesn't want to discuss it anymore. LeBron said Monday that Daryl Morey's tweets on anti-government protesters in Hong Kong were, quote, misinformed. He later clarified his thoughts on Twitter, but they had already sparked unrest with protesters in Hong Kong trampling and burning his jersey. LeBron said he was unaware of the protests but doesn't want to discuss it anymore, saying, quote, I'd be cheating my teammates by continuing to harp on something that won't benefit us. He called the situation a huge political thing and finished by saying he's focused on an NBA title. Well, speaking of a title, let's stay right there. Dave McMenamin has more on LeBron's championship window.
The Texans' DeAndre Hopkins has been in the NFL 7 years. It seems that only in the last couple seasons people have woken up to just how good Nuke is. But while he's become better known for his on-field success, few understand what drives this guy, this all-pro receiver, his deep devotion to his mom, who lost her eyesight in a horrific attack in 2002.
The attack was a defining moment in his young life, as well as his mother's, of course, but their commitment to push through is brave and very endearing. This is the first ever ESPN cover story. It's a new franchise that offers sports fans the biggest stories on the most captivating athletes. ESPN senior writer Mina Kimes has more. You got to see that warms everyone here. But meanwhile, for more on this unbreakable bond between DeAndre Hopkins and his mother, read Mina Kimes' feature on the ESPN app or share extra content on our social handles. You can also tune into the cover story. It's a special airing tonight, 7 p.m. on ESPN2, or watch it on E60's primetime debut on October 22nd. Orlovsky joining us here. David, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it.
It's good to be here.
Yeah, good to be here. Guys, look, let's talk about Joe Burrow. What's so special about him? Why is he so high on Mel Kiper's wall?
I think the first thing you see when you go into LSU's locker room.
Nicely in college, we'll see how he makes the transition to the NFL. We make the transition to the NFL right now.
All right, Roger Goodell saying they've had some fruitful discussions on a 17-game season. Dan, I'll start with you, but both of you feel free to weigh in. Your thoughts on the possibility of that happening?
17 games? The last CBA, a lot of the spring stuff with time that players were allotted to be in the building, I think a lot of that's gone.
Things have evolved, right? And I remember
waiting for Goodell to speak to that, because that's been the topic all week, is the officiating seems to be suboptimal. What could he say, Dan, that would make you feel better about the officiating going into next week?
Penalties should be relatively obvious.
Yeah. That's
fair.
You consider, we saw him at home on Monday night. It was obvious. I'll continue to talk
I
about it.
thought you said something.
He's hard to do. They don't know about that. They're just not
it's
finding out.
You guys make it look easy.
I mean,
we
Very,
prove that
very
every
much
day
so.
out here. Live TV is very difficult. Thanks, guys. Thursday, get up. None of these PI challenges are being overturned.
Yeah.
That's not going to pacify these fans who are just going nuts at the bad officiating that's going on in the NFL.
Yeah, I'm sure you had a Sunday.
Don't even go there.
My bad. See you tomorrow.